What's up?
Yo.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to talk about this past Wednesday's Arrow, Season 5, Episode 11.
Again.
Yep.
Is it better this week?
It was awesome this week. It was awesome. Yeah, I'm going to rip it a new one, but it was an awesome episode. I think it was one of my favorites this season.
So, how can it be good and you're going to rip a new one?
Wow, and I'm going to explain.
Wow, okay.
Alright, so it starts off with a little flashback to the particle accelerator in Flash, about to be,
Flash?
set by Dr. Wells. Good things are going to happen. Wait, we all know something goes incredibly wrong, and there's now people with powers. So it's conveniently, at the time that the particle accelerator is about to go off, this girl, she's a detective. Her name is Tina something. That's not her real name. That's just her undercover name. But we're going to call her that for now. She's kidnapped, and she's being tortured. And this guy brings in her partner, who's also her lover.
Yeah, that's always good. It's
always.
good.
Yeah, it's a good partnership.
Yeah.
And then he's about to kill her partner right in front of her. And what do you know? The particle accelerator goes off.
Oh my god, what a coincidence.
As soon as it goes off, he kills the guy. And then so she screams, "No!" And as she's screaming, the waves of the particle accelerator go over her, granting her metahuman powers.
Nope. No.
I'm not sure what her powers are going to be.
Nope.
No one is. I bet everyone's confused.
Maybe she could be able to run fast like the Flash.
Maybe. Especially where Arrow left off last week when they were looking for Black Canary, a new Black Canary.
Right.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
So I'm curious to continue to watch the episode to see what powers she might have.
Yeah.
So then it pops up, back to normal times. The team, Oliver's awesome new team, is talking, being like, hey, how about this girl? I know we want a new Black Canary. Check her out. She's master in jiu-jitsu, was in the Marines, and just literally just had a sweet resume. And Oliver's like, nah, I don't like that one.
No, she's too much better than all you guys, so just one of her replace the rest of his team.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, everyone that they said had better fighting skills than the actual team themselves, aside from Oliver.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And maybe Diggle, but just unreal. So they go through one, and even one of the guys, he was making a joke, but he was like, so this girl, she goes out and fights crime as a vigilante, but she was a Marine, and she dressed up as a ninja, and on the weekends she works for NASA or something. What? So they're like, so she's like an ninja astronaut, and they're like, that doesn't even sound real. And he's like, yeah, no, he's like, I made that up. But he's like, but I mean, for real, Oliver, he's like, you're just saying no to everybody.
Right.
So Oliver's like, yeah, no, we gotta find the Black Canary to carry on the mantle, and so he's just not having it. But you know what? Out of just pure convenience, Curtis, aka Mr. Terrific, is like, yo, check out this video. This girl has a canary cry. I don't know if you remember, but Laurel Lance, Cisco from Flash, designed her canary cry, which, made it more lifelike rather than someone having powers. She actually had a machine that gave her the loud siren call. But we have the particle accelerator now. So Curtis is like
about that.
Curtis is like, hey, so check this out. This girl has a real canary cry. Is she good enough to be the new Black Canary? And Oliver's like, you know what? Maybe we should check her out.
That's a much consideration,
Yeah.
Maybe she's on my short list.
Yeah. She's wearing a leather jacket, and she's got a canary cry. The only thing she's missing is a blonde wig.
Oh, there you go.
And
that's easy to get.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire, right?
Yep.
So, he could
and
buy
he's the mayor.
one. Yeah. He's the mayor. Okay.
Alright, so then, so we're going to stop there. I'm going to continue on, and it's going to be better, I promise. So, but I got one more thing to rip apart. So after, they Curtis shows this, it does the flashback back to where Oliver is in Russia. And he's talking to the one and only Talia al Ghul. And I don't know if anyone else thought, like, why? Why is she there?
Pointless. She should be in a Batman TV show.
Yes. Yep.
That's the only reason why she should even be around. But, you know, Green Arrow's trying to pull from everything to try to make the show better, so keep going.
So, I mean, we all know Roz was introduced season 3, and Nyssa was introduced as well. But, you know, no Talia, because I didn't think they wanted to go into the realm of Batman and, you know, really full-blown in there. But they're starting to. They're starting to.
Well, they got a bunch of Batman with arrows, so, you know.
So, I'm like, all right, Talia's in there. And you want to know the reasoning? Her reason was, because Oliver was confused as well. He was like, what?
I've read the script, but I still don't understand why you're here.
So then, she's like, yeah, I trained Yao Fei, and he trained you. And he's like, Yao Fei's dead. And she's pretty much like, you know, shit, Sherlock, that's kind of why I'm here. And she's like, I'm here to, like, help you. Basically, she was like, I'm going to train you. So she had she showed Oliver that she had followed him, like, pretty much his whole time on the island. She got all the details and stuff. So I was like, okay, I wonder, like, how there was even, like, evidence of Oliver really being there, but there was, I guess. So then, so I'm just going to tell the rest of the story with her, the flashback mode, then we'll go back to normal times.
Got it.
So she's trying to convince Oliver just to, you know, be back to the person he was, like, on the island with Yao Fei.
I thought you were going to say be Batman, but, you know, keep going.
I think she really wanted to turn him into Batman.
Yeah, I think so, too.
So then he's like, all right, well, she's like, why are you even working for the mob? He's like, I just want to kill this Constantine guy, Koltov, I think that's his name. And she's like, all right. She's like, I know where he's going to be. Let's go. So then her and Oliver go out, and she uses bow. Oliver uses a gun. She destroys everybody. Oliver doesn't really do a whole lot. And then he goes to the Constantine guy, and he, like, has the gun. They're, like, sitting in a limo. He's like, gonna shoot him, and then he's like, no. And then turns the handle, and then just beats him to death with the handle of the pistol. And then Talia gets this, like, weird shit-eating grin, like, yeah, all right, buddy.
So you just turned me on.
Yeah. So then, Oliver they go back to wherever his hideout is, or hers, and he's like, you saw it, I'm a monster, and he's being all depressy, and then she is like, well, she's like, you need to give that monster an identity, and she's like, bam, and then whips out, you know, the hood, and then she's like, and so basically, I mean, it ends the episode pretty much, well, it ends that flashback, but at the end of him donning the green leather jacket with
Green Arrow.
To be Green Arrow. Yeah, he suits up for the first time, and you're like, that was kind of awesome. It was really cheesy how she's like, you need to give it an identity.
But it's like, it can't be all black. You can't wear a mask with pointy ears. I know somebody that does that already. So find something different.
But it made me, I don't know, I'm a huge fan of Zorro.
Stay on target.
This is kind of left field, but I promise.
Like, where are we going with this?
I promise.
Zorro Green Arrow. Okay.
Alright, so if you saw The Mask of Zorro with Anthony Hopkins and Antonio Banderas, so Zorro is all depressy, and he's like, I miss my brother, and then Anthony Hopkins comes up and goes, he's like, you need to, like, just get rid of your emotions. And he's like, how? He's like, you hide it with this, and then drops the mask, and you're like, badass, all right. And that's exactly what I thought when I played this out. I was like, that is so cool. And so that, like, I mean, just that fired me up for the next episode.
Oh my god.
And so I was like, all right. So, you know, super random that Talia's in there. Just, she's playing it out to be awesome. So I'm kind of fine with it. Random, but I'm okay.
I'm
and
okay with it.
what I do like, though, is that she's actually attractive.
Yeah, she is.
She's attractive.
That's a definite bonus.
Because
Definite bonus.
in the comics, she's always been just a hot piece of ace. And,
Yeah.
and for some reason, Dark Knight Rises, they're like, all right, well, this movie's going to be terrible. How can we make it that much more terrible? I know. Let's get a really not attractive Talia. All right.
Well,
So now let's go kind of back to main time.
yeah.
And this is where the good parts come. So they go after this new Black Canary girl, Tina, and they track her down. They're like, hey, like, we want you to join our team. She's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. And then they track her down again after that. We're not taking no for an answer. She kills somebody. Oliver's like, not too happy about that. But it's like, well, you do it too.
Right.
So then Oliver ends up revealing himself to her, and he's like, he's like, not in the way, the pants way, just with the mask. So then he's like, Oliver Queen, I've gone through some bad stuff too. So he's like, we're kind of the same. And then she's like, no, not really helping. And then he's just like, okay, well, we know where the guy that you want is, because she has a vendetta to get the dude that tortured her and killed her boyfriend. So he's like, all right. She's like, I'll team up with you just this once. So then they just have one of probably the greatest fight scene this season, and probably a couple seasons. And it's Oliver, Wild Dog, and Black Canary. And they go up on a helipad, and there's just like the main bad guy, whose name is Sonus. He just has all his boys up on the helipad. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, Solus also has the same powers as Count Vertigo. Which, just mind stuff.
Right.
Which in the past seasons, Count Vertigo has just been a drug dealer. So I was like, okay, they're going to give us a new Black Canary, a new Count Vertigo. I thought it was kind of lame, but I was like, all right, that's whatever. At least we got like a real Count Vertigo, someone that actually had the powers of him in the comics.
Right.
And no, not so much. So this battle just goes nuts. Everyone's just doing massive work. It's sick. All of a sudden, a helicopter comes in, and like Wild Dog's like, "Yo, they got air support," and Oliver's just like, "I'll handle it," and then just launches an arrow up, sticks the arrow, so he's just attached to a cable on his bow, flying around on his helicopter, just beating the crap out of all these guys on the helipad. It's so awesome.
So ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's so cool. And you're like, oh man. And then he starts like shooting people while the bow's still attached. He's like, yes, get some. So he just dominates. Then he drops from there, and then they're like, oh, the helicopter's getting away. And I'm just like, no, I got this. Boom, shoots a bomb arrow, it explodes. And of course, he does the cool guy turn away that in every cool guy movie with explosions. Boom, it explodes, and he just turns. It's like, oh yeah. But if you pay close attention, the rotor, the blades just fly right past his face. Just, he's just like, no, it's CGI, man. I'm good.
Didn't even know that was even happening.
But it was sick. If you haven't been watching Arrow, you gotta catch up, at least just to see this episode, because it was money. It was so awesome. Cheesy in some spots, but very awesome. So then Black Canary, she's holding a gun to the main bad guy, and Oliver's like, don't do it. He's like, you don't have to be like me. He's like, be better. And he's like, what would your partner want? And then she just goes, boom, boom, boom. And then she's like, he would have wanted that. And then just peaced out. So, and the episode ends with her coming to Mayor Queen's office.
Stupid. And
she's just like, I actually, that didn't help me at all, killing him. I thought I'd feel better, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, all right, so you're on the team. Nice. And she's like, yeah, I wasn't honest with you before. My name's not Tina. That was my undercover name. My name is Dinah.
Oh, big surprise there.
You know who else's name is Dinah?
Oh, fucking Black Canary.
Dinah Laurel Lance.
Oh.
How many people are named Dinah in the world? Is that children's nursery rhyme? That's the only time I've ever heard the name Dinah.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally the only time I've
Somebody's
never met a
nicotine
Dinah.
Wow. Yep.
But what's your last name?
I forget. It's Drake.
Drake. Right.
Setting up for Tim Drake. We's coming into the Arrow universe.
He's like, we're gonna take everything Batman and bring it in the Arrow.
So, if we're doing Arrows again, I'm gonna give this a 4 to 4.5. I thought, aside from it being really cheesy, with the Black Canary and kind of bringing cheesy in that area, random with Talia, the episode itself, it was action packed and I thought pretty awesome.
Well,
I've been talking the whole time.
I really hate to say this, but I kind of actually want to start watching Green Arrow.
You heard it with your own ears.
It hurts me to say that. Hurts me.
Soon he's gonna be like, dude, I like Spider-Man.
No. That'll never happen. I didn't say that I like Green Arrow.
But you said you're gonna watch. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. We're making progress, people. We're making progress.
I'm still not going to read the comics.
We're making America
it's like one arrow at a time. But I'm still not going to read the comics.
That's fine.
Just like Hawkeye comics. No. Awful.
No.
It's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
It can't.
But yeah, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Partly, leaning more towards actually, I guess, watching next week's episode fully. We'll take baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
That's fair.
So I'll start with season 5.
It's fine. It's as I said, it's a brand new team. You don't really need to know the backstory.
Exactly. You don't need to know anything at all. It's like the comics. You don't need to know that either because they're just doing their own thing. We're just putting in Batman stuff in the Green Arrow.
Yeah, I did avoid the very small but kind of important parts of this episode. So John Diggle, he was still in prison, and they needed to get him out. Felicity, being the hacker, she went back to her sweet college days where she was a goth, but not really in the show. But so she was just on the dark internet, the dark side of the internet, and someone tracked her down and was like, "Hey, I got all the information you want. Let's meet." And she didn't think that was sketchy. She's like, "Yeah, no, it's gonna be weird, but let's do it." So she met with this girl. This girl was like, "Yeah, no, I followed you. I wanted to be like you, and then you kind of fell off the grid and started doing went kind of mainstream."
Yeah.
So, but she's like, "Yeah, I'm a part of a group called Helix," and she's like, "We're all hackers." She's like, "We're here just in case." So then she gives Felicity a jump drive with all the information. Diggle needs to get out. So Diggle's problem is solved. But now Felicity, she plugs in the drive, she sees all this information, and she might be hooked, and she might be going to this Helix team.
Oh, well.
Part-time, who knows? That's my phone, good stuff. But yeah, that's the episode. So, comment what you liked. Did you think it was cheesy? Did you not? Do you agree with Talia's hot?
Yep, let us know.
Yep.
And we'll be back next week with more Green Arrow.
Yeah, we will. Maybe
okay.
Kamal will participate if he watches it.
We'll see what happens.
Alright, see ya.
Later.